Hi, I'm Steve Miller with AskSlim.com, and here it is on Sunday, the 22nd, and getting ready for the opening on Monday, the 23rd of May, 2022. And get a lot of questions from people about the markets and market conditions. It's been very, very weak. And talking about, well, how will we know when the conditions improve? How did we know when the conditions got so bad? Slimulator Momentum Tracker can help a lot with that. And I was doing my normal review and I said, well, why don't I just do this live and record it? And then everybody would be able to see, well, what the conditions are of the market based on our pre-programmed algorithms that are in this app I'm going to show you. Let's take a look at the Slimulator Momentum Tracker, and that's this right over here. And there are a lot of canned groups in here that you can look at, and that is something that's really valuable. Right now what I have this set to are futures ETFs, and you can see we have SPY, silver, IWM, and what I look in here is the directional bias essentially, and this can a scan going short, going up and down. This is, as you see, very bearish right in here. Things that are very bullish, like the oil market and the wheat market. Really want to look here at the stock market. And what this shows you is that the long-term situation is negative, the intermediate is negative, and the short-term is negative. These are all momentum conditions in here. And what they tell you is that, well, the S&P 500 is very bearish. Of course, we do know that. And weak conditions suggest failed rallies and lower prices. So that's where it is right now. When it starts to get better, this will begin to go neutral on the short term, and these things will begin to change. Let's just take a look, and you can see where the S&P 500 gave that negative signal. I'm just going to go to the chart right over here, and you can see in here that it was like positive right over here through the end of 22. It neutralized right there, as you can see, where it went neutral on that round dot. And here's where it began to get really negative right over here in April. And there's that negative reading and very negative. So it turned negative here around 443 or so, and then of course fell all the way down here to as low as 482. So when you look at that, you could see that it did become fairly negative, and it remains very negative right now. If I look at the IWM, which you can see the same thing right in here, all very negative, very bearish. The IWM is the index that turned negative much sooner. See all these negative readings over here. This is January, February. It goes from very negative to modestly negative. And here's where it turned very negative right over here on April 14th. And then for the next month fell very hard. So you can see how that chart could be very helpful looking at that. So you can see here that the SPY is very bearish, IWM is very bearish, QQQ is very bearish, and the diamonds are very bearish. And all of these things look pretty negative looking at that. We can just look at and see what would be the positive groups in here, or positive futures, and it's corn and copper. Oops, sorry, wrong way. USO, the oil market, the wheat market, the unleaded gas market, natural gas market, the dollar, of course. So you get all those really positive readings that you can see in there. But we're really looking at the stock market. So want to just see how negative that is there. And let's just take a look at the S&P 500 and take a look at like the best 20 or the worst 20 stocks. You can get a sense for that. It takes a second for this to load because it just ran the algorithms on 500 stocks, of course. And let's take a look at what's very bearish or very bullish. And we'll just scan down here, and you can see that here's BSX, Google, Universal Healthcare, Coty. I don't know that one. TDG, very bearish. JWM, of course, Nordstrom is very bearish. Alaska Air, Boeing, Chipotle, Amazon, Lennar, CBOE Group, all those very bearish, as you can see. And all of these signals came quite a while ago on the downside. Let's just take a look at Boeing, which has been quite negative for a while here, and we'll put up the chart. You can see when Boeing became negative. I'll just click chart right over here and look at all these negative readings back over here. This is Boeing up around 227, stays negative all the way, very negative where it's these dark greens. And that last change right over there was at about 190. and it falls all the way down here to 120. So you can see the value in here because it really shows you the condition, and the conditions, it'll show you when the condition changes. And again, this is for position traders or longer term holders, for people that are interested in the short in the little longer period, 3 months plus, as you can see right over there. If you look at these ratios right in here, for our directional bias, you can see that the S&P 500, there are 53% of the stocks that are in negative bias, as you can see, and there are only 10% positive. And if you look at the positive ones right over here, you can see that's really oil stocks that you're looking at. There's Cigna, which is very bullish, and Merck. So you're looking at the pharmaceuticals. Dow, it's a chemical stock, of course, and Devon, Oxy, Philip Morris. These are all very bullish stocks. Marathon, Lando Basel. I don't know that Unum Corporation, UNM, Hess, Valero, Phillips, HFC, that's the Holly Frontier Corp. So these are all very positive, as you can see, and they have really been there. Let's just take a look at Conoco and look at the chart and see when that one turned positive. Well, it's been positive the whole way here, from around $50 right there all the way up here to the double of 105. So this is how the momentum indicator can really help you and really give you a very, very good sense for the conditions of individual stocks. So that's the Slimulator Momentum Tracker, as you can see, and how that works. You can search individual symbols in here also. You want to put up Apple, you can do that, and it'll bring up that individual stock for you. Come on, where are you going? Okay, there's the Apple, and you can see Apple is actually neutral because it's got a pretty long-term powerful upside movement in there. So conditions suggest potential topping of the longer-term patterns right in here, and it's warning that the longer-term patterns are likely going to give way, and then this will actually give you a longer-term bearish reading, as you can see. So that's a look at Apple, and you can put in the individual stocks in there. That Apple one may be not all that valuable to you right now, but it will, when you're in neutral, of course, it's not saying for you to do very much. So you can put in individual stocks in that regard, or put in or look at any of these groups that you see we have in here, but really valuable. And overall, for the stock market condition that we looked at in here, you could see that it's going to take some work before the stock market could get any kind of a rally that looks like it's very positive. And there are select stocks or groups that, of course, look good in the market. There are ways to play those, but how would you really know without really having these algorithms, or without having an app like this, which really can direct you into the better groups or out of the worst groups if you're an investor or a position trader. So just wanted to show that to you. If you're interested in getting the Slimulator Momentum Tracker, all you have to do is go to the membership options right here at AskSlim.com. Click on that. You'll see a whole bunch of these kind of things that are aligned in there, but I just wanted to show you this level 1, which is how you get this momentum tracker, and it's $45 for 3 months, or it's only $15 a month, or it's $19.95 for the first month if you want to try that one. And that includes a lot of things. As you can see, our workbench, our planning sheets, our trade ideas organizer, the Slimulator Momentum Tracker, and the amazing stock index report that comes out daily for shorter term traders. And we put it in this category because, well, we want a lot of people that are interested in the indexes to look at that. You'll also get our Spider ETF review weekly, and that comes out, and access to our Discord server. So you'll be able to get a lot of information from our community. That's it. You want to get that great app that I just showed you, just go to AskSlim.com and subscribe to Level 1. Unbelievable. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found it really interesting. Make sure that you go to AskSlim.com. You can even be a free member, subscribe to our channel, click the subscription bell, or the bell that shows you, it'll let you know when we put videos up. Like this video with a thumbs up, and watch some of our member videos in that playlists. Follow us on Twitter at AskSlim. Any questions you might have, write to Matt at AskSlim.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next segment.